travel goals. These are the usual expressions of someone who wanted to have a timeout to a tiring work schedule, paperwork, and deadlines, because to everyone, happiness is a choice. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our first virtual class in Health Optimizing Physical Education 4. I am Ma'am Cha, reminding you all to observe netiquette as we go along in our discussion. We will be still following the netiquette you are observing since your last live stream. For this session, we wrapped up the net etiquette into 4 R's. First, remember what is right to do online and respect the opinion of others. And the last is you have to remember the first 3. Learning some movements in genres of dances in your home 3 helped you moving physically in spite of staying home due to pandemic. Continuity of that learning is the lesson I will be introducing today, but before moving on, to make your presence be counted today, requesting you all to comment your name, your school in the comment section for your attendance. Thank you, dear students. This morning's discussion will focus on recreation, particularly active recreational activities, mainly centered to recreation, physiological indicators, and its health-related components. For us to stay on track, the most essential learning competencies, or the MELC, will serve as our guide to accomplished outcome in this module. So what are these MILCs? First is self-assesses health-related fitness, or the HRF status, barriers to physical activity assessment participation, and one's diet. Second, engages in moderate to vigorous physical activities, or the MVPAs, for at least 60 minutes most of the weeks in a variety of settings in and school activities. And third, analyzed physiological indicators such as heart rate, rate of perceived exertion, pacing associated with MVPAs to monitor and or adjust participation or effort. Those are learning competencies to consider in this session. Maybe others are asking, what is recreation? For you, what is recreation? Very good. Recreation are activities, pastimes, and experiences where are freely chosen. They are usually produce feelings of fulfillment and relaxation and satisfaction. Recreation also helps us feel at ease in every task accomplished. To further evaluate the knowledge you have gained in your previous lesson in Health Optimizing Physical Education 3, let us have some sort of exercises. You can comment your answer in the comment box below. First question. This refers to the state of well-being in which a person realizes his or her own abilities to cope with normal stresses of life and can work productively. A, mental health. B, physical health. C, emotional health. And D, personal health. Very good. Correct answer is letter A, mental health. Next question. This activity can be done during free time that provides a means of relaxation in body and mind? A. Eating. B. Playing board games. C. Recreation. And D. Playing computer games. You're right. Correct answer is letter C. Recreation. Next. An indication that the heart is performing because of the number of heartbeats per minute. This refers to A. Heart rate. B. Resting heart rate. C. Target heart rate. And D. Rate of perceived exertion. Good job. Correct answer is letter A. Heart rate. Last question. Organized activities done during free time for individuals' interest, where a certain interaction takes place between man and the element of nature. A. Outdoor recreation. B. Indoor recreation. C. Picnic activity. And D. Window shopping activity. Well done, guys. Correct answer is letter A. Outdoor recreation. And applause to those who've got the perfect answer. Congratulations. Better luck next time to those who did not. It seems that you are now ready to the next activity. We have to remember that physical activities are classified into 3: light, moderate, and vigorous activities. Your task in our next activity is to classify the following activities into light, moderate, vigorous activities. You can jot down again your answer in our comment section. First is swimming. Swimming is a moderate activity. Very good. Gardening. Gardening is a moderate physical activity. Good job. Next is doing laundry. Doing laundry is a physical activity or a light physical activity. Very good. Next is uphill climbing or hiking uphill. Hiking uphill is a vigorous physical activity. The most challenging part nowadays is how could you stay active while you are in your home? Here are some tips of staying fit and active to sustain holistic health. Let's watch this. hope you've got some information in the video. So let's have a short trivia about recreation. Recreation is derived from the Latin word recreare, which means to refresh or to be refreshed. Recreation is also an expression of human interest that seeks satisfaction, and there are benefits of recreational activities. First benefit is physical benefit. It helps strengthen skills in a particular activity, but most importantly, it gives relaxation, rest, and revitalization. Next benefit is social benefit because it provides bonding with family and friends, creating new opportunities to discover. Third is emotional and mental benefits because it releases the stress from demands of everyday living, reduces risk of depression, anxiety, and psychological distress. Last is the spiritual benefit because it develops positive experiences with values and brings calmness within. All these benefits are interconnected in physical activity participation. What is physical activity? Physical activity is any bodily movement produced by skeletal muscles that requires energy expenditure. One example of physical activity is swimming, because swimming is a physical activity that requires energy expenditure. This activity is good for our cardiovascular endurance. Physiological indicators like heart rate, rate of perceived exertion, and pacing shows us how our overall health and fitness is doing and where this fitness heading us. Heart rate is the number of times a person beats heartbeats per minute. We have the carotid pulse and the radial pulse. Another indicator is the rate of perceived exertion. This is a way of measuring physical activity intensity level. The RPE is widely used and reliable indicators to monitor and guide exercise, as it shows in the revised category ratio scale of Burge, rating of perceived exertion. The scale typically runs from 0 to 10, with 0 as being literally nothing or no physical activity involved, and 10 being the hardest you could possibly exert yourself in physical activity. Pacing is about planned physical activity and doing a little bit of it. Pacing is another indicator that allows you to change the way you perform and complete exercise so that you can successfully increase the strength, tolerance, and function. Question is, how much physical activity is recommended? World Health Organization recommends adolescents ages 15 to 17 to perform moderate to vigorous activity daily for 60 minutes that strengthen muscle and bone for at least 3 times a week, while adults ages 18 to 64 is recommended to perform activity of moderate intensity for 150 minutes or a combination of a moderate and vigorous intensity for 2 or more days a week. As you engage in moderate to vigorous physical activity prepared in this module, do not forget to execute warm-up activity before the proper routine and perform cool-down after exercises. Read and understand carefully the safety measures and cautions written in your module for a safe performance. As we always say, listen to your body, start or stop when it is needed, or feel any pain. These are the suggested and physical activity to be performed in this session. Your home teacher will explain to you further in the details of this performance. Exercises are grouped into flexibility, cardio, and muscle strengthening to be performed in a given set in a required number of repetitions. Accomplish the activity log by putting data in each content. Remember that in performing any physical activity, always listen to your body and stop when it is necessary. Always observe the safety protocol in performing. Wearing your proper attire will contribute in your safety. And then ask assistance to elders or from the members of the family. At this moment, questions and clarifications written in the comment box will be entertained. And here's one question coming from cookery student of Citero Francisco Senior High School. The question is, if recreation is done during our free time, now that we are in online class and we have a lot of deadline to meet, can we still perform active recreational activities? And when is the best time? A timely question. If you could still perform active recreation, my answer is yes, you can still perform. A simple household routine can be our active recreational activities, as shown in the video earlier. And for your second question, when is the best time to do it? You can do all activities any time of the day as long as you're free. But if you're not, you still have to find time to do it for relaxation. That sums up our discussion for today. Again, this is Ma'am Cha. Students, dream big, set goals, and take action. Goodbye, everyone.